I promise I'm not late. I totally didn't fuck up or anything. I would never. But the important part is that I'm here now and that everything is working, kind of, sort of, hopefully. I'll just see how things work out. Usually winging all of this anyway, so if there's problems that arise, I'll just have to deal with them on the fly. Anyway, it has been such an exciting week. I've uploaded 2 videos. I've been doing so much. Kind of. Yeah, I decided that today I'd be streaming TOCA Race Driver 3 because I played that game when I was a kid and I adored it, even though I only had the demo. No, I only need to figure out how to. Oh, there we are. Okay, okay, cool. Over here. Game captures work. Hello. Here we are. Cool. I'm gonna make a new profile. Good keybinds. Oh no, I actually need to enter it like this. Alright, sure. I'm going to be from today. Skal vi Swiss, det kan bli Belgian, Dutch, Norwegian. Game's a little loud, I'm gonna turn it down in a minute. I find myself in quite the Chinese time in my life, so just for today, I'm going to be Chinese. Sound. There's not going to be much music in this game. I do have the music display turned on, but I'm just gonna raw dog it for now. Yeah, like this. Okay, cool. But the driving itself, I'm gonna do manual with clutch, not just manual. I don't actually like the pro simulation handling very much in this game because it adds like uncontrollable floatiness that isn't really simulation as much as it just adds, yeah, floatiness, as I said. So yeah, it's not going to be a super realistic thing, but I'm just playing this to have fun and chat about stuff, so whatever. My controls should be set up, so everything should be working there. So I got the cat down there. Can I put myself behind the cat? Oh, that's not it. The cat in front. Let's cover up my my shirt. Nah. I'll just leave the cat in the background. It's like a little Easter egg. Anyway, here we go. Oh. I forget. The speedometer is right there, so I'm going to put everything over here instead. How's this look? Looks good. Alright.
Brake before the corner and power through it, controlling the throttle.
So, TOCA Race Driver 3.
Control your speed both on the entry and exit of corners, and remember, the speed on exiting the corner is as important as the entry speed.
One of those racing games that I played as a kid where I
Taking a good racing line is paramount to achieving
kind of
lap times.
realized that I might have a little passion for cars, specifically racing cars, not even normal cars.
Which reduces the air
A lot of my friends, a lot of people that I surround myself with, they're total car guys, and I just I don't swing that way. The car's cool and all, but I'm more of a fan of motorsport. Play out the cutscenes. Right. It's very, very loud still.
What's up? You got a face like a bulldog chewing a wasp. You had fun, though, eh? I'm Rick, by the way. Okay, so that wasn't the best driving I've ever clapped ties on. You did all right. And you're quick enough to worry some of the other faces out there today. So you want to be a winner? Well, I'm the guy responsible for raising your game. I'm going to bend your ear. Tell you what you're doing right.
Grid girls.
Rap your knuckles when you get it.
God, the CG is awful.
Come on, climb aboard. Drink.
Sip.
This is what you're aiming for. The perfect racing line. And this is you. All over the shop.
I don't remember that happening.
Basic racing technique. Maximise the use of your gears. Find the straightest line through the corners. Don't hold back. And drop the hammer to the floor. Okay, pal. So what's next? The Clio. Small, light, and very lively. Power to weight ratio, phenomenal. I'll show you one. It's got a 6-speed ultra close ratio gearbox. The gear lever's right up by the steering wheel. It's great fun. Close wheel generates classic battles for drivers. Tiny cars, but tremendous downforce, colossal grip. Right, so what's it gonna be?
What's it gonna be? Good question. What's it gonna be? It's gonna be me closing some tabs and making sure everything works. Yeah, most everything works. Yeah, so as I was saying, TOCA Race Driver 3, one of the first games that I kind of played as a child on the PS2, where I realized I had the original TOCA game on the PS1. I was very, very young. Legitimately, probably 2 years old or something like that, because I inherited the PlayStation from my sister, because she got a PS2, and so I had the PS1 from birth, essentially. And yeah, I ended up playing a lot on it, And later on, when my sister stopped playing on her PS2, I got her PS2 as well. And I played a lot of demo discs. Because demo discs was most of what I had, really. Most of the games that I could play. TOCA Race Driver 3 was one of the demos that I had. And going from Gran Turismo 3, Gran Turismo 4, I also had Gran Turismo 2, I think, which I got from one of my uncles, I think. At most you had 5 opponents on track. Great games. Gran Turismo is an amazing franchise, but the older games you have 5 opponents on track, which is kind of sad, honestly. And then going to this with 19 other cars on the grid, that was mind-boggling to me as a child. I also didn't know anything about cars at all. If anything, I want to say Gran Turismo was more the game that would give you a sense of understanding of the cars individually. Like, what makes a car, what brands are out there, where they're from, the culture. But the Race Driver series, from the original TOCA games over TOCA Race Driver to even Race Driver Grid later on, those games shone a line specifically on the motorsport series themselves. And that I always adored so much. I found out about so many different racing series, including like the Clio Cup, honestly. Which, by the way, this Renault Sport Clio, it's cute. I love this car. And it's like,
You got to be on the lookout for more overtaking opportunities. The corners, maybe you can get past there. Remember, your speed coming out of a corner is as important as your speed going in. Oh, and if you do manage to overtake, make sure you get back on the racing line straight away. Otherwise, you'll be overtaking yourself.
very, very important. These cutscenes are also one of the things that gives this game a certain charm. They're so jarring even back then. I don't think I liked them very much from like a visual standpoint, but they add so much. I also think if you care about racing games at all, you'll definitely have heard about the Simcade discussion that a lot of people will have, where anything and everything kind of falls under the Simcade umbrella now. People take in stuff like Automobilista 2 and claiming that it's Simcade when you don't really feel that way. Like, yeah, the physics aren't all there, but to me, a Simcade is a game like this, which has really, really simplified physics, which has more of a focus on, well, the spectacle of racing rather than actual racing itself, because you're not going to be playing this and having like super close competition in online leagues and stuff like that. That's just not what this game is about. This game is just fun. But it takes actual elements, like you got your individual parts in the bottom right. You got your suspension, your handling, your transmission, your engine, wheels, and tire wear. You got fuel. You got all these things that you actually need to be kind of mindful of. These are the things that like make a Simcade for me. Even something like Forza Horizon obviously is Simcade to some degree, but it's more in the arcade front. Even though the handling itself might be a little more quote unquote, I don't want to call it realistic. And so, no. But basically something like Gran Turismo 4 as well, and the other games. That's more, to me, what a Simcade is. I know that a lot of people also like to claim that, like the modern Gran Turismo games like Sport and Gran Turismo 7 are sim racers, but then I don't see the argument of why Automobilista 2, for example, would be considered a Simcade, or something like race room racing experience would be considered simcade. There's a lot of elitism in
MGZR, lovely job. Front wheel
sphere.
drive, so don't turn into a skid. Use your handbrake and throttle at the same time so as you can claw your way around the corners. Here, get cracking.
Did I mention this game also has rally? Rallying is awesome, but there's one negative thing that I can say about this game. I don't know why it had rally other than just having it.
And 3 left, into 3 left.
I also played Colin McRae Rally when I was a child, also on the PS2. And
And 4 left.
going from that to this, it wasn't the same studio working on it, as far as I can tell, but it was also under the Codemaster umbrella. Also Codemaster Studio.
The very long
And so I was just confused why this game also did what the Colin McRae Rally games did to some degree, even if at a much smaller scale. But I guess it's like
3 left.
this game is trying to be everything all at once.
And 4 right.
Nice bounce.
50k. 1
And I can appreciate that. Like, if you think about it, you bought one game
K. 5
and you
right.
got a bunch of disciplines. You got oval racing, you got open wheel, Formula 1 type cars, you got
35
touring
left.
cars, you got rallying, you got rallycross, you got buggies, you got everything. Like, what more would you want out of a game?
Into K. 5 left.
As a child, I was all over this.
Jump and jump into 4 left.
But as I said, my family was poor. I didn't really have much money for myself, so I mostly played demos. Demos for this, demos for the other games, until I turned 12, and I worked a little summer job, sort of, kind of. I got some money. I went to a local thrift store, kind of, that was selling video games at the time, and I saw that they had a copy of this game for the PS2. I did have a PC at the time already, so I would have loved to get a PC copy instead, since, you know, better resolution, better performance, and everything. But I got a PS2 copy instead. And I was playing that for the next week, non-stop. I was having so much fun with it. Even if it wasn't always just doing semi-serious races or going through the career modes or whatever, I would also just start a NASCAR race and drive in the other direction into oncoming traffic, because I was infatuated with racing games with damage models. I just like crashing cars. Stuff like Destruction Derby and whatnot was like an obsession of mine.
At last. This is what I've been waiting for. You finally get your arse in gear. Well done, son.
He's so proud of me. Yay! I didn't finish first in the Clio Cup, but at least I finished first there. Formula 1000, off-road buggies, or muscle cars. I'd say the cool thing that I liked about this was the career ladder, kind of allowing you to go whichever direction you wanna. Like, for example, I liked the Clio Cup even when I was a kid, because it's something that I remembered from the original TOCA game. And so I looked at the other steps and was like, wow, I kind of know what a Subaru is. Hi, Bernie. I looked at the tier 3, I looked at the Formula 1000, I was like, whoa, this is almost like Formula 1, but like with 999 extra formulas, I guess. And US muscle cars They sounded so cool. Do I actually get a choice here? No. I'll take Firebird. Yeah, that works. Yeah, I was gonna say. This game had so much variety, and I loved every bit of it, and I spent so much time on these games. When you're a child,
Too much power can kick the back of the car out and cause a spin.
you play games very, very differently. Like, when you're a child, you'll be spending a lot more time in depth with a game. You'll only be playing that and nothing else. You know, it's kind of the reason why I spent so much time on Payday 2. I was a child, I spent so much time on it. It was my hyperfixation. When my hyperfixation before that was racing games. Also got different camera views, and they all got different sound mixes, which is... Oh. The game might not have the best audio, but like, again, to me as a child, all of this was mind-boggling. I'm saying, like, as a child, I was already like, yeah, 10 years old at the time, whatever. So like 2010, what other games came out in 2010? That's right, Wolfenstein Reboot. The original, the non-machine games ones. I'm so good. The heist will come out a year later. Yeah. But it came out on PS3, so this doesn't count for me.
Lap record. You've only gone and broken the
Yay.
lap record. Come here, I want to kiss you.
I fucking love these animations. They're great. Let me do it again. There's one thing I'll say about racing games as a whole. Man, they've really seen zero advancements, zero improvements over the last couple of years. If anything, it's just kind of stagnant, and that makes me sad. The reason why I specifically wanted to play this and not like the new Grid games or like one of the newer Need for Speeds or something like that is because to me these old games have so much more charm. They have a lot more of the stuff that I want, like this game having proper refueling, proper pit stops, tire management, kind of, not really. All of that stuff that's just kind of missing in a lot of modern Sim racing games. Like, sure, you've got a Forza Motorsport, but we don't talk about the new Forza Motorsport games. They all got flaws to some degree, which is probably why they're not as beloved as some of the older games. Hi. You. There's also a thing that I'd like to say about like the handling. I mentioned at the start, I didn't want to do the pro handling in this. And like a lot of like modern quote-unquote simcade games, you've got people who will be talking non-stop about how like the physics aren't realistic and thus the game is bad and that they can't play these games on a wheel, and it's just so annoying. I don't want to play every racing game on a wheel. Like, some games are better.
First place. Now that is what I call racing. Fantastic.
Also, hi, Narka. Some games it is better on a controller, even for racing games. But nowadays there's just so many people that have a wheel and they bought in and spent like hundreds of dollars on it and they want to use it. I can totally understand that. But I feel like there's this toxic mindset of like everything needs to work on a wheel. And it's annoying. Is this an oval? Oh god. I spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars on a wheel and I played Payday 2 on it. And I regretted it. Maybe you shouldn't try and play everything on a wheel. Oh god.
Now that is great driving.
Second cell destruction on wheel. I wanted to try that because I think it kind of does detect the inputs. I'll try it at some point soon, and you know what? I'll let you know.
Keep that pressure on, son.
Take care on your way to the doctors. Lurk as much as you want. You're invited to lurk. Everybody is.
Last lap, come on.
If there's one thing that you'll also notice about these older Codemaster games, the mechanic in this case is super supportive. You know, always telling you, oh, you're doing such a great job, kid.
This feels going to slow you down.
And then you play the modern Formula 1 games, and there's the mechanic there as well. And he's kind of similar. It's just kind of cute to see a lot of these design elements that they've had back in 2004, 2005 already. And how long they've kind of stuck around for. Just ask Zidane to make a special wheel version. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask Zidane. He's got a wheel as well. I would not take a kiss from a mechanic.
That's you through. You've come a long way.
From my teammate? Sure. I mean, you gotta have the, like, toxic rivalry.
Third place. On the podium. Wow, you really showed them this time, son.
There's a little bit of sarcasm there. I don't know. That didn't feel sincere. Ooh, Super Trunks, Baja, or Japanese Works Comp. Let's do the fucking Baja Dune Racers.
Judging your speed is vital when approaching jumps. Too slow, and you'll fail to get enough lift to clear a jump. Too fast means you're going to overshoot. Oh, and overshooting means you stay in the air too long, and that's going to slow you down. Now, the key to success is learning the track and continually changing your racing line. Oh.
This actually happened. They recorded this at a real track.
The lightweight nature and tremendous torque of these machines make them ideal for off-road racing. On loose gravel,
I'm not much of an off-road racer.
much power is applied to
As I said, I did play like my fair share of rallying games. Oh, whoa.
these wheels spin, remember.
But I'm more of a tarmac kid. I love my tarmac. I love my solid surfaces. Anytime there's a loose surface under me, I get shaky legs. The mechanic is awesome. He's very supportive. More supportive than some parents would be. But that's what your mechanic is supposed to be. He's supposed to be supportive, and here you are. And I feel like I might be last here.
That guy is going to be looking for you after the race. This is your final lap. Come on.
Just a little more.
Great maneuver.
Sorry. Not really. No! Ah! And I misshifted there as well, a little bit. Oh, that's so fucked.
Those drivers are chewing your tail, pal. Don't let them spoil our day.
Hey you, insect! You do that again and I'll crush you. Now crawl back under the rock you came from.
Oh my god, I got 0 points there. Ah, it's not even... I'm gonna retire. Let's not do that. Let's do... Oh, I need to... Other championship, yes please. Let's do the Japanese Works Comp. Hana NSX. I actually do like this car a lot. It's kinda hot.
Tactically simple. A podium finish is what we want.
And look, it says flower at the back of my car. It's so cute. Already feeling more at home. What do I do? Yeah, this is,
Got much better than that. Good
I
job.
forget what this track was called. I probably should have paid attention. Can I still see it somewhere? No, I'm blind. Okay. This game has a lot of like quote-unquote obscure tracks. Some stuff from all over the globe. Australia, Japan, Germany, England. Such obscure countries. Also, a lot of cars, as I said, as a child, I was... Ah! Oh god.
These packers starting to pull away. Keep the
Lawnmower. I was all over it. I loved how much this game had to offer. Personally, big fan of Australia. Australia is nice. It's very nice. Melbourne. Oh. Phillip Island. That's what it is.
final lap. It's all or nothing now.
I don't know why you would slow it down so much there, so... I'm just gonna go around the outside and then the inside. Keep saying Australians have a really nice accent, and then every Australian ever is like, no, it's fucking horrid, I hate it. I'm like, no, it's cute. Australians also tend to be the nicest people, yeah. At least from my experience. A little, abrasive sometimes, a little blunt, a little on the nose, but they're nice people, and they're honest, and I like that. I wish that instead of learning American English as a child and then British English at school later, I would have learned Australian English and just adopted an accent. I wish. I win.
Let's keep on going and go for a win.
Come on, get stuck in. Take the lid off. You can do it. Don't let me down this time, son.
So supportive, he's great. Where to next? Oschersleben. Wow. There's still enough time to do this. That's true. You got a little bit of tuning that you can do. A little bit. Not really worth doing half the time. But if you really want to try, you can get that little bit of extra out of it. You say it's never too late to get an Aussie accent, but it's way harder than it sounds. Because you gotta, like, unlearn some of your habits, and, you know, that's hard. Old habits die hard and all that.
Tire temp, perfect. Keep it there.
One thing that I always appreciated, I got into sim racing a few years ago now, I want to say 2.5 years. Still rocking my dinky little G920, even though I did consider upgrading, though maybe not at the moment. And a lot of the tracks in sim racing, I know this sounds very, very obvious, but a lot of these older games, they had these tracks. So while I may not know it, I've driven those tracks before. I have an idea on where the tracks go, how they're laid out. Maybe not 100% accurate, because back in the day the tracks weren't laser scanned. But that doesn't matter. I know where the turns are for the most part. I know where they go, where they are, obviously. And I've just enjoyed going from the more casual playing on a gamepad to actually trying to be somewhat realistic, somewhat simulation-esque. It's cute. Also brings back a lot of memories.
Not too many drivers to pass now. Keep going.
What I don't like is when they brake so hard up front and you're trying your hardest not to spin out, lose control, or bash into the back of them.
On now.
Like so.
Podium.
Can I still get on the podium? Maybe, yeah, I mean, yeah. Only in third, though. Still won the car. That's what's important. Okay. Some of the upcoming stuff is going to be interesting. The Palmer Caterham Challenge. So the Caterhams are really, really interesting little sports cars that are sort of bridging a gap between open wheelers and sort of not really one make touring cars. They're cute, but I don't know if I want to do them right now. I don't want to do 4x4s. I don't like monster trucks. Even as a child, I thought monster trucks were painfully American. So I'm gonna try the Formula 4s. I don't think there has been much open wheelers today.
Lightweight and extremely delicate, the Formula 4s are a great preliminary championship for drivers.
Oh, listen to that turbo whine.
We're counting on you.
Beautiful. Can you fuck off? No! What the fuck? I didn't do anything wrong there. I mean, I guess I got back on track in the wrong way, but... Good.
What's happening out there? What are you playing at? You could call that racing, son. My granny can drive quicker than that.
I'm just gonna retire and do it again.
Lightweight and extremely delicate. The Formula Fords are a great preliminary championship for drivers wanting to specialise in open wheel racing.
Yeah, delicate, alright.
Are liable to oversteer in high-speed corners, so be alert.
Thanks for the hearts.
The tyres are running at a perfect temperature. Keep it up.
Oh, banging wheels. They're open wheelers, so wheels can interlock. In real life, when the wheels interlock and they touch, it's something called frotting. So when you like see people talking about frotting, this is what they talk about. But because of how physics work, usually this sends one of the cars or both of them into the stratosphere. And it's actually very brutal and very unfun because people have broken their spines over it. Or not broken necessarily as much as they've fractured their spines, and it's kind of rough. Motorsports is dangerous. Look it up on your school computer. Yeah, go look up frotting on your school computer. You'll see motorsports. Okay, so I have one more lap to catch the guy up ahead.
One more car, then you're home free.
But I think he is a little faster than me. I don't really need to defend from the guy behind me. Oh, maybe I do. Ah. Okay, we good. If there's one thing I was considering as well, maybe at some point in the future, I want to try and stream the Flatout games, either the original or just 2 or Ultimate Carnage, because those are also some childhood gems of mine. Yippee. Flatout was a game that I adored. I played that game religiously. And then going from that and like a destruction derby and whatnot to like a quote-unquote racing sim and realizing that racing is not just about killing your opponents but also winning, that was kind of crazy to me. Ah! Banging wheels and them not ripping off. I guess the way I compare me going from Flatout to sim racing and whatnot is like if you played the original Need for Speed games, like the OGs, the ones that no one talks about anymore, and then going to the PS2 era, like the black box generation with Underground, Most Wanted, Hot Pursuit and everything. Less Hot Pursuit, more Underground. Because That's like, yeah, it's the same thing, but people play those for different reasons. People play the black box era Need for Speeds more for the tuning, for the cool customization, the police chases and whatnot. Whereas the original Need for Speeds were more about, well, racing. Just, yeah, racing. Of course, a few of them also had cops, but they were more of an extra rather than a genuine gameplay addition.
Come on, son. One lap
I'm not gonna get another podium for this one.
on your finish.
They're so fast and I'm so slow. I made a couple mistakes. And bagged wheels a couple times. Or maybe? Ah!
That in, will slow you down. Keep off it.
No! Original Need for Speed is absolutely more about luxury cars, which is why I mentioned Hot Pursuit. Hot Pursuit is also more about the luxury cars, those super fast sports cars, which is kind of why when the Hot Pursuit remake, I think in 2012 or 2011 or something came out, people didn't like it very much. Because they wanted their underground style car customization and everything, and Hot Pursuit was never like that. Also, hello, item. I also play Gran Turismo 4 and more than the other ones, honestly. And I think, like, that is a very different, very unique type of game as well. That is more of like a relaxed experience. Like, you can take it very seriously, but Gran Turismo has always been just a very, very relaxing game to play. Which sounds crazy for a racing game, which is all about the top speeds and the head-to-head battles and whatnot. Whoa. I remember as a kid watching Formula 1 on TV. I was like probably 5 or 6 years old at the time. And to me, I mean, obviously, fast car. The Ferraris at the time. Beautiful. I loved those as a kid. I had a Ferrari Cap. I had a Ferrari model car that I played around with, even though I wish I kind of kept it. I played with it to the point where it broke, and that kind of made me sad. But I was also a child, so whatever. But like, watching Formula 1 on TV and then playing the games that I had, I was like, wow, I wish on TV the cars racing there would do the same thing where they just crash into each other like I do in the video games. The concept of cars costing money didn't really pop into my head quite yet. Those cars, they cost a lot of money.
Alright, you're into the next
Is it even enough for me? Oh, it is. Okay.
What's next?
Yay! I think just barely. Yeah, okay. 3-way tie for second place. 737. Fuck. Yay. Okay. Either Bridge GT. Hi, Zidane. We were talking about you earlier. I want to play Second Cell Destruction with a wheel. I think I've tried it before, but you're a bit late to the party. You're never late. What should I do now? 1930s Vintage Grand Prix or the Speed Truck Challenge? I kind of want to do the Vintage Grand Prix. I'm also kind of drawn to the British GT because I like GT racing. And I kind of want to do ovals because ovals are funny. Where do the vintage Silverstone, Leben, and the speed truck around 2 ovals? That is crazy. Oh. Oh, this is multi-class. Oh, I didn't know this had multi-class. Multi-class racing is really, really cool. I love multi-class racing. Basically, there's just 2 different races going on the track at the same time. In individual classes, everyone competing in their own class. And so, because of that, there's a lot of action going on at some points, even when the leaders race away from the rest of the pack, they'll still have to cut through the slower cars at some point during the race. And so some things might happen where the slower cars might get in the way. And it's very, very unique, and it's something that over the last couple of years has gotten really, really popular. And I want more of that. But I think I'm going to do the vintage racing, because that really sounds awesome. Mercedes-Benz W25. Yeah, this is awesome. I mention this every single time, but this game had so much variety.
Although they were built over 70 years ago, don't be fooled into thinking that these machines are not fast and powerful. At 430 bhp, the Mercedes W25 is capable of speed in excess
That was quick. So the mechanic says over 70 years ago, while it's still technically true, it's 90 years now. It's over 90 years. This car is almost 90 years old. Oh, this is a fucking boat. Trent! It's Trent! It's the guy that made the Fragile.
Your tires are now at the optimum temperature.
Fair. Old Grand Prix cars, old Formula 1 cars, they're all just bathtubs on wheels. Way too much power, no safety features. If you crash, you die. If you crash, you're dead. Do you prefer the downward spiral or the fragile? I prefer year 0.
Brilliantly, stay focused and you'll take this guy.
Year 0 is awesome. Can also get the guy up ahead. I actually really need to be careful with these cars. There's so many cars in this game, and a lot of them feel similar. But there's a handful that are really, really distinct, where they're handling really lets you know that you're driving something from the 1930s, from the 1940s. Oh yeah, I saw 9 Inch Noise was out. I listened to parts of it. It's kind of interesting. I need to listen to more of it. I think it was like half re-recorded things, half live performances, something along those lines. And some more 9 Inch Nails in case you're into 9 Inch Nails, which I am. Somehow.
Come on.
2 more laps, okay. This is an actual mini Grand Prix of some sort. Which reminds me, I think it's officially the weekend for the WEC, the World Endurance Championship, returning to Imola. The first race of the season, and I'm kind of excited for it. I really like endurance racing. Endurance racing is unique. It's multi-class racing, as I described it earlier. That sometimes takes place over up to 24 hours on the same track. And you've got one car being driven by 3 separate drivers who switch out after every pit stop or every other pit stop. And it's this pushing not only machine but man to the limit that I really, really adore. Because these people are driving on the absolute limits for several hours, trying to maintain their tires, trying to stay on track, trying not to crash out, trying to make sure that the machine itself doesn't crumple right under the legs. What's up next? I'll just let him be. I'm not sure if this track still exists in real life. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Heavy suspension damage. Whoopsie. I didn't mean to do that. Another thing that you also kind of notice about this car is I'm braking heavily. It's not really slowing down because brakes from the 1930s, they didn't really exist. Braking was more of an afterthought. I was talking about sim racing earlier, and I've tried driving these old Grand Prix cars in sims, and I have an insane amount of respect for the people that actually know how to drive those things, because they might as well be undrivable to me. Why slow down when go fast? True. I mean, you can try and go fast around the corner, but usually there's a wall that's stopping you from doing so. Just on the outside. And maybe a couple spectators behind there as well that you could potentially crash into if you really wanted to.
Keep on the pace.
I hope that the next step has some rallying in there as well, or some rally cross. I want to do some more of that. Get a little variety in there. Or some oval racing. Why not? Woo! I'm playing the World Tour, hence the flower racing all around the world in the stream title. But for the people that were interested in one discipline specifically, such as, for example, 1930s Grand Prix machinery, you could set up a custom championship with custom lap time, lap amounts, and everything, and make a proper championship that's all centered around one car, or one set of cars if you want to. And I really, really appreciate that, because if there's also something that I find lacking from a lot of modern arcadey racing games, it's the ability to do whatever you want. A lot of games kind of lock you into one thing, be it into one account save game, where, for example, with Forza Motorsport for a while, and even Forza Horizon, you only have one save game, and anything that you do is just kind of permanent. And you can't start over and try something else, and even then there's these championships that just last so long. And yeah, once you're done with everything, you're done with everything, and then you're waiting for the next game to come out, essentially. Call of Duty cycle, I would like to call it, where you're grinding the camos in one game, and then you're waiting for the next game to come out so you can redo the camo grind all over again. And that's kind of annoying. because I want the games to stand on their own. I want the game that I can play multiple times from the start, go through the same sort of career progression and do things slightly differently, or just challenge myself by upping the difficulty and seeing how far I can get, or where I need to eventually tap out and admit that I'm not that good at racing games. Please. Please.
On the track.
Please. I need this.
Good enough. Well done.
This sucked. I still won. All good. A Baja buggy kit car. Epic flower going at high speeds. I'm always going at high speeds, also in real life, sometimes too fast, but don't tell anybody. Baja buggy kit car. This is just the little Volkswagen Beetle Baja buggy car. There's the Formula Palmer Audi. Or the British GT Club, which is the multi-class thing that I was talking about earlier. Right here. I know, want to try that, maybe, but I'm also kind of drawn to the Formula Palma. It's red. I kind of have to. Ooh.
The Palmer Audi. It's fitted with a boost button, which instantly raises the turbo's pressure to deliver an extra 60 brake. The turbo lasts for 6 seconds, and each vehicle has only got 8 shots. And if you change gear during the boost, all the power will be dumped.
Oh no. This sort of kind of Ferrari livery that they got going on with that car. I have to choose it.
The Formula Palmer Audi Championship features the unique overboost function. Each car
there we go. Okay.
boosts, which they may use at any time, and which lasts for 6 seconds each. Be careful, however.
Brand Sanch.
If you change gear while boosting, your boost will be automatically dumped.
I know this track. It's one of the tracks that I would love to visit IRL. And I also think they let you like drive around it.
Remember, you have an overboost to use in this race.
Oh, I'm struggling here. Only in 10th right now. I've driven this track a lot in Sim, and that's one of those tracks that I just simply adore. One of those real racing tracks, I'd like to call it, and a lot of people call it as well.
Excellent driving out there.
Oh my god. Immediate suspension damage.
All right.
There goes my rear wing.
Keep going.
I think I need to restart this. I can still go, maybe. This is fucked. Okay, I'm retiring from this championship. No, I'm going to the British GTA. Which... The Vauxhall. Wow.
The British GT
Don't
is
post
a
a suggestion.
multi-class racing event featuring 2 classes, the NGT class and lower-powered Cup
Okay, I'm in the
class.
slower class.
Both vehicles race around the track at the same time, but drivers only compete against the other cars in their class.
Whoa! only 5 people in this. Oh my god. Whoa. That was entirely on me. Well, there is 3 laps in this race, so...
The car ahead's 5 seconds away.
I can still catch up. Maybe. Maybe? Okay, I'm restarting.
Don't hold back this championship. Give
I
it
thought
your
I
all.
could. My ego told me I can do this, but no. Trying not to do the same mistake again. Okay, that guy up ahead is mad quick though. No wonder I couldn't catch him. Bumped into his back a little bit. Just gotta let him know that I'm here.
2 laps left now, come on.
Not again. Oh, the grass is really sticky. Once you like dip your toes into the grass a little bit, it pulls you in and it doesn't let go. Nobody saw that. So 1 more lap after this.
One more place to make, and then you'll be home free.
I didn't check what place I needed to be in order to win this championship, but it's fine.
Final lap, go for it.
I'm gonna get you.
Whoa!
Legal overtake. Very fair. Oh, I did it again. Oh, fuck. What is my? I'm gonna retire from the championship real quick just to check what place I actually need to be in. Objective is to get 3rd or above. Okay, that should be doable easily.
Just do what you do
I
best,
wasn't quite
and
sure
this
where the corner would
championship will be ours.
be at that point. I just... I snapped. I don't know. Too much pressure. This is where the races actually get harder. And the different guys in first this time around. Maybe I can hang on to a slipstream. Oh, they're so much faster. I'm still good. I'm in 2nd. I need to be in at least 3rd.
Only 2 laps left to go.
He's not making it easy for me.
Come on, it's just this car to beat for first place.
I think my mechanic expects too much from me. Maybe? I still have one more lap. Maybe it's doable.
You're on your final lap. It's your last chance to overtake.
Nah, I lost it. I flubbed it. He's just way too quick. This is like the current Formula 1 standings, essentially, with how fast they are. Like, yeah, I can see them, but I can't quite catch up to them.
Excellent driving. You did well to claim second spot.
But second is not enough. Second is enough, but to me it isn't. Alton Park. Ooh. So, this is where I'm going to like announce it more or less. I am making. I mean, I've already announced it. Okay. Good. I want to make a video about sim racing games specifically. As in, I want to talk a little bit about like my journey through iRacing. I want to talk about race room racing experience. I want to talk about Automobilista 2. Whoa!
The infield's going to slow you down. You don't keep on the track.
And yeah, it's kind of what I'm trying to like get into a racing mood.
Stick to the road. You can't cut corners
Oopsie.
like that.
I'm just gonna restart this race. And yeah. Alton Park is one of the tracks that I was mainly driving on in iRacing, where I ended up getting a handful of wins even against real people who were somewhat sentient. Oh my god. Honestly, I can't notice the difference between these AI and the people that I was racing. iRacing has this reputation of being the real racing simulator, where people actually try to win and try to race properly. I didn't really get that experience. If anything, something like an Automobilista 2... Again! Oh my god. Something like an Automobilista 2, I've seen more people who actually tried in open lobbies than in iRacing. And that's weird to me because there's this elitism going around, the people thinking that... No. Hi, Tranks. There's this elitism going around, the people thinking if you wanna race online, you have to do it in iRacing. If you're not doing it there, then... yeah, why even bother, you know? It's just this really, really annoying elitism that draws people away from the hobby. Either draws them away from the hobby, or draws them away from even giving it a shot. At the end of the day, you should enjoy whatever the hell you enjoy. If you enjoy more casual stuff like this, absolutely valid. If you enjoy more serious stuff, you should enjoy that as well. And also, I'm just holding left and right. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna... I don't think I can tune my car anymore. I wanted to change my setup, but I don't think I can do that anymore. Just gonna have to make do. Maybe drive a little more cleaner, more carefully. Only need to finish third, maybe second.
The tires are running at a perfect temperature. Keep it up.
Whatever you do, don't look behind. Oh, why is that a ramp there?
Going to the infield.
No, not again.
You can't get away with cutting the corners like that.
What am I gonna do now? Can I still catch up to the guys in front? Is me finishing second and then one race enough to keep me in the championship? If this was fair racing, the other drivers would slow down and let you pass. Like me just now, apparently. This track is so bumpy. It's there's ramps everywhere. It's sending me airborne and shit. It's making me fold. I'm losing it. I'm actually losing my mind. One more attempt and then I'm gonna just say fuck it and try the 4x4s, the monster trucks. You're so much faster than me. Help. Maybe I still have a chance. I think I can do this. I just need to be careful about this spot right here. I still get suspension damage anyway. That was fair and totally allowed. Oh my god. Oh my god, okay. And it's time for the monster trucks. I actually need to... Oh wait, the kit cars, sorry, not the monster trucks. The monster trucks were in the other stump.
Tons of power and low-end torque typify the vehicles of this championship. Take the jumps as fast as you can and use the bank turns to your advantage to keep
This should be doable.
Keep those revs under control.
Yeah, I can do this. Good little cockpit cam here. But I like the external cams more.
Drive it, kid. Keep on going.
They look kind of dumb. Yeah, but they're cute. I like them. They're little orbs. Gotta make sure not to end up in the pits there. I know, heresy for some people, but the pits are not the goal here. Actually need to see if... Should I brake before some of the bumps? No, 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 no.
Don't let them get away. Keep on their tail.
Was that enough? Yeah, okay.
Second place. Terrific driving, son.
Yay! Standing ovations and everything. Heave. Ooh. Okay. Starting all the way at the back. Oh. Oh. Terrific driving, son. More like terrible driving, but whatever. That was entirely off track, but doesn't matter. It's off-road buggies anyway. Beetle buggies. The guys with the names, I think, are my championship rivals, so technically only need to finish ahead of them. And get some extra points. This track is weird. Oh god. I somehow couldn't brake there. I don't know why. I guess we gotta do it again. Yep, going over that bump there. The rear wheels were just up in the air. Couldn't slow down, couldn't do anything. But it's okay, I just need to finish ahead of my championship rival, who doesn't seem to be too good at this track. Still 2 more laps. Slow down this time. Everything's A-okay. A little bit of damage here and there, but comes with the territory. These buggies aren't exactly high-tech, so repairing them isn't that bad. Up to 7th. Oh.
Right now, this is the final lap.
Can I at least hold on to 7th? I don't think I'm getting to 6th anytime soon. Oh my god. can't even hold on to 7th. Okay. Guess I'll go fuck myself. I'm gonna restart this one again. I'm gonna try to slow down before the bumps a little more. Oh my god, oh my god. Worked out. Just use someone else to slow down for corners. Valid strategy. It works!
Nice driving there.
No! Ah! Well, I think it's my championship rival out of the fight as well, so... Everything intentional. There's no such thing as a coincidence. They're so much faster. I didn't do anyone dirty. They're doing me dirty. They're like bumping me into corners and taking me out left and right, and it's all fair play. That's one easy position. Okay, never mind. I just need to keep him behind me and I'll be fine.
One lap to go.
Oh no. But I'm on the inside. Still behind me, everything's a-okay. Just hop on more corners. Stay behind me. Don't you dare.
Bad luck. Not to start over if we're going to do this.
You're getting nowhere fast driving like this, son. You need to get out there and do the business.
I was trying. You can no longer complete the championship objective. Oh no, I didn't get a single point there. I actually had to get to the top 5. Ah, that fucking... no. In that case, I'm gonna retire. I'm gonna try... You know what I'm gonna try? Let's do the Formula Audi, but like with qualifying, just to try and start at the front. I haven't really done qualifying so far because I was cocky enough to think that I would be able to just speed through all the lower tiers. But obviously that's not the case. I don't know how fast they actually are around here, so I'm just gonna try and set any time, honestly. By the way, getting this game to run on Windows 11 was an absolute nightmare. Star Force DRM, like the classic de nouveau equivalent, if you want to call it that. Yeah, nah. As much as I love these older games, I wish there were some newer games nowadays that are just as good, because then I don't have to bother with these old game problems. Troubleshooting is one of my least favorite things to do. Which reminds me, since I'm on a 16:9 at the moment specifically for this game, I want to try and play SWAT 3 soon. Because SWAT 3 is kind of cool. And there's a thing that you could say about Ready or Not and SWAT 4 and like all of those games. And maybe, just maybe, I'll try to do something like that in the future, maybe. Nice button. Retire from qualifying. SWAT 3 mission. Only 6th. That's fine. It's 18 cars in this, so I'm starting somewhat at the front.
Give it your best to come out on top.
Much better. Okay, cool. We're back in the race. Up to second. Yay! I need to catch up to the guy in first. That is going to be a challenge, considering I think he's much faster than me.
Don't forget, you have 8 overboosts to use in this race.
There's 3 laps in this. Got 8 boosts. Well, 6 left. Cars around me also have the boost functions, so I need to be mindful of that. Vilota. But I'm almost there, so... Using the boost along the back straight here. It's not really straight, but... Whoa! Spooling for a second there. To get back to the Ready or Not thing that I just mentioned, I wanna talk about Ready or Not from the perspective of someone who's played a lot of tactical shooters when they were younger. Rainbow Six 3, I played some SWAT 4, I played a bunch of other games also on the PS2 that I don't even remember the names of anymore. Hidden and Dangerous I would also classify as a tactical shooter to some degree. And I think that Ready or Not deserves
That's a great example of slipstreaming.
a conversation. Oh god. About why I'm disappointed with it,
This lap's the final
in
lap.
spite of being such a huge tactical shooter fan. Because it is just kind of a very, very difficult topic. It's difficult because if you try to be critical of Ready or Not, you will have so many people telling you that you're wrong for the worst of reasons. Sometimes just being outright spiteful and hateful towards you being queer. Because the Ready or Not fan base it mostly consists of chuds. Where even if you play Squad and games like that, even Squad has more of a welcoming community, which is insane to me. Like, yeah, it's also equally as edgy, but the Ready or Not fan base just consists of actual fucking chuds. like the sort of guys that would buy Black Rifle coffee.
Great driving and an excellent result.
Is that what it was called? Black Rifle or some shit like that? Anyway, just... That's a big topic. It would require a lot of thinking, a lot of writing, a lot of research. But if anything, that's something that I would do in the future, because for the time being, I want to focus on my other two little projects before I pick up a video that I've been sort of kind of working on for over a year. Obviously, the sim racing related video first. That one's the most important one to me. Because I like cars, I want to talk about cars, cars are fun. Just try to do a little more, because I've been doing a lot of payday stuff, even though the passion hasn't been there for a little bit. I mean, it's still there. It's still very much there. I still care about the game, otherwise I wouldn't be talking about it. But I also want to talk about some other things, otherwise the fatigue is going to kick in for me. And people are going to think that this is the only thing that I'm about, which I really don't want to do. I think I need to get 46 seconds. Second, 46. Come on. Much better corner exit there. .3. Okay, one more lap. Misshifted. Fucked up the gearbox a little bit. That's fine. That was worse. That was so much worse.
Now that's a good qualification. You're on the front row.
Oh.
You just need to take off as
Never mind.
fast as a bride's nightie.
Okay. Oh, wow, okay. Whew, look at those times, though. It's actually pretty tight, everything considered, but I'm the front. That's good. Can't keep it, but I can keep second. Dipping my nose into first for a little bit there. I think he's just gonna speed away again.
Don't forget, you have 8 overboosts to use in this race.
If I can hold on to him and use the slipstream, I can save my boost until the end of the race. Maybe I can speed away from him on the straight here. In fourth. No. Maybe I should have saved it for fifth gear. This is easy. I'm good. I'm good. Good qualifying. First place. Front row. Lot of worries of nothing. Can I beat my qualifying time? This might be the lap. Speed. That was a little bit of a corner cut there, but that doesn't matter.
Let's keep on going and go for the win.
I am so fucking fast. Oh, Zandvoort. Oh. This is the Netherlands. The Netherlands are so cool. So this is Zandvoort, the sand castle track essentially, and this is the old layout of Zandvoort, which is basically the same. It's been changed a little bit nowadays. But this is also where the Formula 1 Grand Prix, the Dutch Grand Prix, is held. And I think it's kind of an interesting track. It's got some cheeky little corners that drag on for a little bit. And it's got the bankings, which are kind of unique, everything considered. And I think I just aced almost every corner there. No. I'm off. Do you like the cat? It's kind of hidden. You can barely see it. I'm gonna try one more lap. Try and see if I can get any faster. And if I do, then I'm just gonna retire from qualifying. This section in particular, in the modern layout, has a very, very nice little banking. I'm not actually sure if this is accurate to the old layout, because I only ever found out about Zandvoort in 2020. Because I didn't really care about this track, or in general the Netherlands, before that. Anytime you would mention the Netherlands around me, my brain would just shut off. I think this lap is slower, by quite a margin. Maybe? Oh no, it's faster. Ooh. Okay, retire from qualifying. Okay, those times are pretty good. All I need to do is nail the start and disappear. Didn't click in my head until just now that I'm driving Formula cars around Zandvoort. So this might as well be the Dutch Grand Prix.
Don't forget to make use of the overboost in this race.
The Formula 1 2026 Dutch Grand Prix streamed entirely for free live on my YouTube channel. Isn't that cool? That would get me so many viewers. And also, a DMCA from official Formula 1 management, but, you know... I get a knock on the door from Mohammed bin Sulayem himself, and he's going to be like, you know, you shouldn't be doing that. I'm going to kill you. He would probably do that and then crash his like Renault Formula 1 car into the wall on the straight. On a straight. I still don't know how he's the president of the FAA. It's... incompetence personified, essentially. I think he used to be a rallying driver and wasn't too bad, actually. Like, he wasn't championship material or anything, but like, he was important enough to actually be featured as one of the drivers in Dirt 2 and Dirt 3. I think also Dirt 3. So if you play Dirt 3 or Dirt 2 nowadays, you'll actually be racing against the man himself. The man, the myth, the legend. God, they're actually catching up. So far, so good. This is how you know that I'm comfortable at a track, when I'm able to just talk about all sorts of things and he'll drive away just fine.
You're in the lead, but you can't afford to make any mistakes.
If I did the qualifying on the British GT race from earlier, I don't think I would have done much better. They were just way too fast, and that track was actually ridiculous. I boosted too early. Fuck. I'm not shifting up here. I'm gonna keep me in 4th gear. Slow down here a little bit, stay in 4th gear. Okay, we good. I'm not afraid anymore. There was never a doubt in my mind that I would win this.
Yes! You dodged the bullet. Nice performance.
How'd I dodge a bullet? The hell did I do? Yay. Great driving. Thank you. International Rallycross or GT Cup again? They really want me to do this. Do I get a different car list? Oh, the Morgan Arrow 8. What's up next? Silver Arrows Grand Prix, Nissan Off-Road Challenge, and Class B 4-wheel drive. I think I'll do... Ooh. Oh, that one's tough. I do like the Alpine A110. I'm a little bit of an Alpine fan, as you might be able to tell by some of the pictures that I may or may not have commissioned in the past. Specifically one, I should say. But I also like the Renault Clio, especially the V6. It's kind of mean. I think I'll do this one. I won't do any qualifying here.
Lovely little car, the Clio V6.
Absolutely.
Its lightweight design, powerful engine, and balanced handling make it a real treat to drive.
Why is that like that expression?
A mixture of dirt and tarmac surface.
What do I need to do for the start again? I think it was like...
We've got this far, let's keep going.
Okay. I got it. I know how to start now. I finally figured out how to start my car. Okay, we good. Going uphill, there's no power. So far, so good. I think I should be able to do this just fine. Spin! Okay, threw everything away immediately.
And this championship will be ours.
I'll try to be a little more careful. Racing is all about assessing the situation and being careful, cautious, but also aggressive when you need to be. Oh, fuck. That was straight into the wall. I am going to blame it on the car being green. I don't like green. Oh my god, again. I did turn on hardcore damage, so this is entirely on me. If you've never watched Rallycross IRL, by the way, if you've never watched videos of it, or like don't even know what Rallycross is, it's not exactly like this, but I so suggest you check it out. Just watching recordings of Rallycross races on YouTube, which by the way you can do entirely for free. It's absolutely balls to the wall racing. It's insane. It's so cool. I hit the wall again. I hit the wall again. Twice.
You're doing well.
Green is not my lucky color. I got 3 laps at this and I can't even make it 1.
It couldn't be simpler. Go for the win.
I think so far, the best luck I've had was the open wheelers. Hi, Kaze. This was the worst time to enter. I can do this. I can do this. I am good at racing games, actually. Like so. Okay. Never mind. I'm going to retire from this championship. Fuck. I'm gonna try the Alpines. I'm actually gonna do qualifying, and it's also green. And it's in the rain. No. Oh my god. Fuck. Okay. I hate this. Oh, I slowed down so much there and it still wasn't enough. At least the car's a little slower. And I spin. Can I still do it? Can I still keep going? Style points. I got 10 minutes to set a good lap time, and I think... Can I keep going? You know why I'm so bad with these two cars, with the Alpine and the Renault? Because they're both French. I don't think I can handle French cars. I think it's time for me to actually try the British GT. Oh my god, please. I give up. Okay. I'm first. I'm first with that spin that I had? Seriously? Okay. Sure. You know what, maybe French cars are exactly my thing.
Let's go for a win.
I'm sorry for ever doubting the French. Ring good, run first. Can you fuck off? I'm gonna use you as a breaking point. Just like that, yeah. You get in line, buddy. I think on this barricade right here is where I braked last time. Oh, that was insane. Actually being challenged by the game though, whereas the first couple of races were way too easy. I don't want to hit the wall here again like earlier. I also don't want to spin here. Okay, I see you behind me. Don't spin me out, please. Thank you. Everything's okay. I wonder how many of these links are still active, actually. For most of these old game. Oh god, please don't. Still there? He's still there, okay. Hi, buddy. Oh, what's good? Woo. We come home in first place.
Alright, you're happy where you are, but don't get complacent.
I don't know. I've driven this track. Oh, this is the one from earlier. The one where I completely gave up on. But I should be able to do it with this car, and it's a lot more drivable. It's not a stupid little the car buggy beetle thing. And it's an Alpine, so you know, or Alpine, whatever. If I say Alpine, you got all the Americans who start giggling because I said peen. If I say Alpine, then you got the French who are like, hey, that's not how you properly pronounce that. I'm gonna retire from qualifying. I think that lap was good enough. Only good enough for second. Doesn't matter. I just wish mine was blue, like the one up ahead. That's more of a Alpine color. Ah! This is where I lose all my skill. Can I cut the track a little bit here? Yes. Totally fair and justified. They're cheating too. Whoa. Oh god. No! Oh no!
Careful, the transmission has taken a little damage.
It's over. It's over. Okay. I'm gonna give it one more good attempt. Don't you dare pass me. Don't you dare pass. Oh my god. No!
Tire temp perfect. Keep it there.
What is going on? This is kind of deserved, maybe. That wasn't the good attempt, that was a bad attempt. I'm just gonna try and stay ahead of the guy in second and follow the lines of the guy in first. Or maybe not. Just follow the line on the floor instead. Let's try to be as little airborne as possible. Okay, down to fourth. Back up to third. I want to say that's my teammate up ahead because he's in the same color car as me, but... Oh my god. Woo! No two-wheeling, no way. There. Please. I need this. Oh, fuck off.
That's it now. Keep pushing.
This is tense, and I hate it. And the Formula Audi race earlier, I was just running away from competition. And here I'm actually locking in, not to get spun out or die or anything. God, please. You're such an asshole. Fuck that guy in particular.
You dodged the bullet. Nice performance.
It's a miracle. You made the whole race without a collision. Next thing we know, you'll be winning a race.
Without a collision? What are you talking about? Oh my god, I actually won it. Oh. Okay, there are 32 tiers, and I've made it just about through like the first third. Let's do... I want to drive as Subi. With a weather qualifying, let's do with Subi. Around Laguna Seca. Wow, or WeatherTech Raceway as it's called now. Very iconic first sector. Going into the second sector here, which has a very, very iconic uphill section. Over this little kink here, further uphill. And then into the third sector at the corkscrew. Going down here, all the way downhill. This corner, which is a little mean sometimes. Into the last 100-degree corner, a little bit more than a 90-degree angle. Oh yeah. And then a 127.49. Is that enough to be on pole? Nope, but it puts me just about in the middle. That's fine. As long as it's not last.
Drive like a pro and it's onwards and upwards.
Oh, I'm first in my class. Okay, no, I was first. The cars up ahead are basically the same, but they're a little faster. So this is another multi-class race. I didn't even realize that when I was looking at the championship details.
Tire temp perfect. Keep it there.
Yeah. With this only being a 4-lap race, I don't think that they're gonna get in the way. But never say never. People have gotten lapped in Formula 1 races within the first 5 laps, so... And they are in the same class there, so... Nailed that one this time. Overshot it a little bit, but that's fine. Lots of American flags around here. I wonder where this is located. Coca-Cola. I mean, sure, you got Mazda branding as well, and this was initially the Mazda Laguna Seca Raceway. And it doesn't really scream Japan either. And I don't think there's many American flags in Japan. Corkscrew, one more time! 2-story drop or something like that. I think it's even steeper in real life than it is in the game. I honestly, yeah, I like the way that a lot of the... I don't actually know if this was renderware. I don't think this was renderware because this was on Codemaster's in-house engine, but I attribute the look to a lot of renderware games. They look kind of similar. The sort of attempt at photorealism, but within the constraints of the consoles and hardware in general at the time. I never started thinking that they looked ugly. Even a Half-Life 2, when I look at it now, Half-Life 2 with its sort of realistic human faces and whatnot, I never started thinking that it looked ugly. I still look at some of the Half-Life 2 prompts and think to myself, like, this looks fine. You don't need more than this. And I also really just like the effects that people added. Like the little sun glare that you'll occasionally see coming off the paint. I don't care if it's not realistic or anything like that. I just like the way that it looks. There was this trend of like indie games. Obviously you had the 8-bit, 16-bit sort of thing. Then you had this entire phase of where a lot of indie games tried looking like PS1 games, which I still think is also kind of nice. And you're starting to see a few games that do like a late PS1, early PS2 kind of look. There's a game, I think it's called Frogman, which is like trying to be a little bit like a Time Splitters, James Bond, GoldenEye sort of thing. And I want more like that. And this is the sort of stuff that I want to play, that I look at and I think to myself, wow, this looks awesome. And I'm glad more people are making stuff like that. It feels kind of cozy in a way. Like, you know, obviously to me, I grew up around these games. I grew up around the way that they look. So seeing modern games come out that look like that, it just feels cozy, it feels nice. Also, I won this easily. Again, it's track that I just know the top of my head.
You're going to do it if you keep cool, so keep cool.
One more. What track is this? Australia. Oh, this is Adelaide. This is the home of the old Australian Grand Prix. And I think they still race V8 supercars around here, amongst other things. A street circuit. As you can see by the makeshift barriers and road markings. I actually really do like Adelaide. It's not a track that I grew up with or anything. I didn't watch F1 in the 90s. I wasn't born in the 90s, so I have no nostalgia for this. But revisiting it in a lot of racing games, revisiting it in racing sims as well. It's fast, it's technical, it's dangerous. It's really dangerous. It's one of those tracks that I wish they would race at more. But I also think it's one of those tracks that they would have to revamp, overhaul a little bit, possibly resurface, which is difficult considering, again, it's a street circuit, so they can't do too much to it. I think it should be good enough of a time. It puts me in the middle again, that's fine. I don't need to win. Give me a cockpit cam. Oh right, no, multi-class. I am at first. Silly me. That was quick. I'm just gonna do that again then. Anytime I go into the cockpit cam, they start ramming into me. They start spitting me out. Oh. Regarding the games, that's right though, look. I remember there was a micro shader pack that tried to make it look like a bit of a PS1 look that I always wanted to try. I think I know what you're talking about. I think I've seen that.
The slightest knock could be critical to your engine.
Yep. Uh-huh. I want to see that. Oh my god. Well, it completely knocked him out as well. There's a thing in racing where if you do get spun out or you go off track, you're supposed to hold the brakes to make sure that you don't get back on track and possibly endanger someone. And it keeps happening. What is wrong with this one guy behind me? I'm just gonna let him pass, I don't care. Or maybe not. I'll just block him. How about that? Much better. Yeah, but I think I know what shader pack you're talking about. I think I've seen it on Twitter at some point. I don't play Minecraft nearly as much as I used to, but I want to try that as well. There's also, entirely unrelated, but there was the texture pack of someone trying to redraw all the textures by hand in MS Paint, which I wanted to try. because it was kind of cute. I just think I need to wait until usually around December or November is when my Minecraft phase hits every year. And then we got the Minecraft server that runs for a couple months. Someone builds a castle, usually me. I think I'm the only one that builds a castle. I don't think anyone really cares to build castles, it's only me. And then, yeah, that's it. Next year rolls around, then I think the last couple times we've had almost an entirely different friend group playing with us. There's also this one that this girl is painting a texture by hand and I'm waiting for her to finish it. Yeah, it's... I think I was thinking of that one as well. I always thought Minecraft just lends itself perfectly to building castles. One game that you played, which I forgot the name of already, even though I think I put it on my wish list. That seems like the perfect type of game to build a castle. The perfect game to build a castle and like have a siege in it and all that sort of stuff. I want to try that. We should, yeah. At some point soon, but not today, because I've got Totally Real karaoke coming up, which is going to like embarrass me and shake me to my absolute core to the point where I might not be able to speak to my friends for at least a week after. But I want to do it because it sounds funny. I'm also just driving away right now again. I don't think I needed to do qualifying here. It's just those two races, the one with the Alpines earlier, and the Formula Audi one. A bit of a shame because I would like to have a little bit of head-to-head racing here. Also not gonna deliberately slow down because I know for a fact I will choke and just throw the win away. I want to see what's in the next tier after this. Karaoke is fun, but scares me too. I'm like tone deaf apparently. I'm not tone deaf, but I'm incredibly embarrassed by my own voice. And when I was a child, my sister had a SingStar for the PS2. And she always tried pushing me into playing with her, and I just couldn't. I just couldn't bring myself to it because I was so deathly afraid. Thank you, I appreciate it. I think like my voice speaking and my voice singing are two different things though. Like my reading voice, which is also kind of different honestly. It's just not the same. Some real ABBA SingStar action. I think she unironically had fucking ABBA SingStar edition. Karaoke in the middle of the night singing Get Lucky, and it was terrible. Were you up all night to get lucky? Didn't you also do fucking Meet Me in the Middle? Did you actually sing Meet Me in the Middle?
You dodged the bullet. Nice performance.
Karaoke is fun though. I bet it'll go well. I need to be intoxicated for it. Like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I need to be fucking shit-faced to do it. So after this I got NGT, Clear Cup V6, and Formula 1000. How long have I been going for? Like 2 hours? We did Meet Me in the Middle like 3 times. My condolences. I want to do the US Speed Truck Challenge without qualifying.
Slipstreaming is fundamental to oval racing, but you have to be careful not to carry too much speed into the corners, otherwise it will send you into the wall. Oh! Car setup is incredibly important, and special attention has to be paid to the tyre camber and toe, and smooth, deliberate steering will ensure maximum speed around the high bank turns. There's no margin for error. A single mistake will almost certainly send you out the race. Look at this poor guy.
Poor guy. I fucking love NASCAR. That's a lie. I don't care about NASCAR at all.
These racing trucks are still incredibly quick once we're up to speed. Finding the optimal racing line has been more important when attempting fast lap times. The infield's good.
Okay, that was easy. I was there when they were doing Meet Me in the Middle. HW is absolutely cracked at it. Yeah, obviously. I mean, most of us should be good at the song. We've listened to it like 1,000,000 times in the same day. And then Zidane actually ended up beating my score, and I just can't be bothered to try it again. Oh.
I've just hit the signal. The pits are open.
Place am I in 7th? Do I need to pit? I didn't actually check. I might have to. Too bad you weren't there for me nailing Instant Crush. Zidane. Oh my god. Almost had a full combo, but I messed up a single bar. It was so late. It was legitimately so late, and I already like stayed up much longer than I should have, talking to Lily and the gang. Okay, I need to check something. I need to retire from the championship. There we go. Race rules. 2 time. No. Okay. Hit between laps 1 and 4. I do need to pit. Okay. I guess I could hit lap 1. It's trying to simulate real NASCAR rules to some degree, I guess. Holy. Okay, I'm hitting lap 2 then. Goodbye. Whoa, nice sky. A lot of those camera positions aren't very good. Coca-Cola, Dodge. Casino Queen. Excuse me?
Okay, what do you need done to the car?
Okay. Did I need to change tires? Did I do a fucky wucky? Oh, no, I think I'm good. Up the third. Okay. Second, actually, so it's only the guy up ahead. One more lap. I'm going fast, I'm turning left.
It's your last chance to overtake, because this is the last lap.
Nah, I don't think I can catch up to him.
You can win
What was an attempt?
from here. Right now, it's in the balance, so it's up to you.
Okay, who actually finished ahead of
Good
me?
drive. Now, come on, we need to win this one.
Donald. Okay. A little bit of a longer race. I think Donald should be marked now, considering he's my championship rival. There he is.
A man
Goodbye.
pit stop is required in this race.
This was way too easy.
I've just had the signal. The pits are open.
Maybe I'm a natural at oval racing. Like, oval racing seems so easy. But it's kind of deceptive because it really isn't that easy at all. When everybody basically drives the same line, slipstream and drag and everything becomes that much more important. There's a lot of strategy involved, which you wouldn't really think about, actually. I have a lot of respect for oval racing, even though I find it absolutely boring to watch. But then again, a lot of people find motorsports in general really boring to watch, and that's totally fine.
Make your mind up. You're in the pits now.
I hope this counts it.
The tires are now at the optimum temperature.
The slightest of mistakes can really end your entire race in an oval, and while this is the case for a lot of motorsport, I think that in oval racing especially, mistakes usually wipe you out entirely. They wipe you out of the competition. And that is why I have respect for it. Because,
Almost in first place.
yeah, it doesn't take much. Going a little too deep. Bumping someone a little too hard.
Lap of the race. Good job.
I'm even catching up to the back markers. Yay! Here he is.
You're on the final lap. Stay focused.
That could have been bad. Coming through. Okay, cool. First. Cool. Yeah. Honestly, I think that's like the first. I mean, technically it's only 9 tiers, but I'm just gonna say it at tier 10 as well. That is the first 10 tiers, and there is a lot more left. But that a lot more is for another time. Yeah, just to like show off how much variety there is. You've got Group B rallying, you've got 1970s GT cars, you got 1960s Formula 1 cars, you've got 1980s, specifically the Williams licensed even. You got the 1990s Williams licensed as well. You've got some the British GT lines, you got everything that I've driven before, the Jaguar JP1. You've got Can-Am. Wow, okay, I did not actually remember that being in here. Gambella, which is this weird, not really Porsche modified car. You've got a lot of old racing stuff. You got sprint cars, which I didn't drive. You've got the speed track that I just had, the Dirt series, which is just some of the stock cars that I drove at the start. IndyCar, like early 2000s IndyCar. You've got Dodge Super Speedway NASCAR, which is awesome. 1960s GT ovals. And then for the touring cars, you've got V8 supercars. You got German touring cars, which are some of my favorite cars ever. All sorts of stuff. And then, yeah, you've even got karting. Well, this game had all sorts of cars. It had everything. If you wanted any kind of sports car racing, whatever it was, this game probably had it. It's insane to me, still to this day, that this variety is kind of unmatched by a lot of games. Like, sure, you've got a lot of sim racing titles that offer a little bit of everything, but for most of them, they just didn't really elaborate upon it at all. They didn't do any more with it, and it's kind of sad. I got Brno, you got Spa-Francorchamps, Belgium, that's Czechia, Lausitzring, Hockenheimring, Nürburgring Short. I've been there. Wow, I've been at the Nürburgring. Zandvoort that I just talked about, Istanbul Grand Prix. I don't actually remember Istanbul being in here. This game is a lot of fun. As I said, when I was a small child, I was playing this for like... I only played the demo mostly. But the demo itself was already like so mind-blowing to me. And when I actually ended up getting the full game, yeah, I was blown away with how much this game actually had to offer. Oh, one of the AI actually got a black flag for jump starting? I don't play a ton of racing games. I don't play a ton of games in general, but I've enjoyed most racing games I've played. I think, like, the thing about racing games nowadays is that a lot of them are just really, really hard to get into, when back then they used to be relatively accessible and had a little bit of everything for everyone. But it's also that a lot of, like, modern racing games kind of treat the player like an infant, which I feel is a part of a reason why they're not as popular anymore, instead of treating the player as an adult who who's able to take a hit or two. They all just kind of really infantilize you. It's a problem that I have with so many games, though. I just wish there were more games, more racing games. Bigger budget, smaller budget, but they're not as popular anymore. That's kind of sad. By the way, these cars, as I mentioned before, German touring cars, especially this era, is one of my favorite racing series ever. These cars were absolutely insane. If you look at the wings, the winglets and everything on the side, on the back, the spoiler, they were so sophisticated to a sickening degree. Loosely based on real cars, but also not really. Like real cars that you would just see on the street, honestly. And that is something that I always loved about racing cars. The ones that were feasible, the ones that you recognized off the street, rather than those hyper sports cars that you would see in like an action movie and nothing else.
Given a time penalty.
Oh, okay. Whoopsie. 20 seconds! You know what? Honestly, the way I've been driving, that's fair. I can't even be mad. That's gonna be another penalty, isn't it? I'm gonna be dead last. 20 seconds is insane. Did I really go off that hard? Like, sure, I'm eating a corner here and there. 20 seconds is like a good chunk of a lap. I think I'm gonna be 10th. I'm gonna be last.
Driving like that landed you with a tight penalty.
Yeah, well, these cars are mass, so I don't know what I expected. It was funny though. Oh, he actually did get a false start. I didn't know the AI could have moments like that. That's cool. Yeah. That was it. That was all that I have had to offer for the day. Talked about a couple of things, got some new ideas. So that's the point where I say it's time for me to go. And then I'm gonna go back into my floral little hideout and continue working on videos or just do my usual little things. So thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed anything that I did today, then you know, check the description. There's some links there. You can follow me on Twitter, see me being gay online, and posting about cars occasionally. And other than that, yeah. Take care of yourselves, and thanks for watching again. Bye bye.